Hello there. This is Spiritual Psychic Cynthia Killian here, also known as Psychic Cynthia. And I want to welcome you to today's video, which is part of our Fire and Ice Rebirth Your Life video series. And today we're going to be tuning into an element of fire, an aspect of the element of fire, I should say. And fire is a very warm element. And as you probably know, it's a very beautiful element. Fire uplifts and reaches to the heavens, and it shows itself. It's hard to keep your light under a bushel, as the old saying goes. And so if we want to tune into the fire energy within us, if we want to fan the flames, then we need to lean into that energy of fire. We need to understand what fire is like and its qualities, and be open to living those qualities in our lives. So fire is an energy that can follow a path, a fuel that is laid out for it, but it also has a way of taking charge and taking over. And as I said, fire is not an energy, an element that hides itself easily. It is clearly meant to be seen. It is meant to radiate light. It is meant to lead the way. And it is not meant to hide, even though we do. All of us, you, my dear one, and I, we all have hidden fire. And the fire element is uniquely linked among all the elements to the spiritual energy, to the soul, because it does start in the earth and rise up. Build a fire on the ground, and it always goes up, up, up. Of course, there's fire in the earth, but that's another story for another time. This fire that we're tuning in today is that heavenly fire that starts on the earth and rises up within you. And one of the qualities of fire is its showiness, is the way it puts itself out there. And it shows itself for display. And this is what I want to encourage you in as we're beginning in this Fire and Ice series. You know, there's a practice that modern day heathens really take to heart and they practice. And although I don't consider myself to be an official follower of Asatru, I am a Norse pagan, and I do commune with the old gods. And so I love to hear some of their practices, and I do take them to heart. So I want you to think about this practice that is called boasting. And basically, as I'm presenting it here at least, boasting is sharing of your light, and especially sharing of your deeds, sharing with others about what you have done, what you are proud of, putting yourself out there and saying, I did this great thing, I am proud of this. And boasting, I think, is an interesting practice, because as I've learned about this practice and become familiar with it, I've discovered that it's far more difficult to do than it sounds. It seems that there is an oversoul in our modern world, and it could be impacted by some of the values of Christianity, or I don't know, other religions, maybe just a Puritan aspect, where we are taught that it is wrong to boast. We are taught that it is wrong to speak of our accomplishments. It's wrong to toot our own horns. And of course, there is a time for humility. There is a time for laying low, for being still, like ice. And there is also a need for balance. There is a need to share with others about what you have done good. Now, it needs to be done at the right time in the right place, and you'll have to intuit that. But haven't you noticed how when you are with friends and family members, or you're even on social media, and you see them write about something wonderful that happened to them or something they did, haven't you noticed how good that can make you feel, even though it didn't happen directly to you? And you see, there's a reason for that. And the reason for that, from the Northern spirituality worldview, is that our fates are intertwined with those who are part of our spiritual clans. And that would include, yes, your blood relatives, but also just anyone that you're connected with. I mean, to some extent, there is a shared fate, a shared weird, or I might actually say orlog, a shared orlog for all of those who live in the same country. We're all connected, but especially in your immediate circle. Your fate, your weird, the strands of your destiny are interwoven in the larger orlog. It's like a shared fate, a shared karma, a collective karma. So, in the doing of good deeds, in your accomplishments, you are benefiting not only yourself, but all those who share in the fate with you, in the weird. I mean, we might even say all of humanity. Yes, aren't we all connected as brothers and sisters? So when you step out and have the courage, like fire, dear one, to share, to speak out loud, to put on social media, to share about something you are proud of that you have done today or in the recent past, then this builds a positive energy for us all. And I know some part of you might be screaming, oh, this is egotistic, this is wrong. No, it's fire, fire. The movement, fire shows itself. So I challenge you, I ask of you, as part of our fire and ice path together, as part of rebirthing our life, as part of our spiritual psychic awakening, growth and development, let's step out in the next few weeks and months ahead as we're beginning a new year, a new decade. Let's step out and let's show more of ourselves by speaking of the good we do, yes, by boasting, not in a way to put others down, but in a way to build ourselves and others up together. And I would also invite you to create space for others to boast, to share their victories. Let's work the law of attraction together, for the more we speak of the good that we have done, the more we will attract and grow. And every time we share the good with a pure, loving heart, not to tear somebody else down, but to build all up, every time we speak of that and we share, we are feeding the roots of Yggdrasil. We are feeding the threads of our own weird, our own orlog. We are feeding light into that. And fire is the path of light. I leave you with this message today. And may the power of the runes and fire and ice and all of the elements be made conscious in you, and may you be guided by the powers within. Love to you all, and blessings.